Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Biblio Fitness. Hope everyone's had a great day, great weekend. Um, Today, I wanted to speak about, or wanted to have a little bit of a discussion about Section 321, titled "Danger and Innocence." I'm not gonna read it because it's far too long, but um, this section brings up a very interesting observation in regards to what it is to be innocent and the danger in innocence, right? How, if you really look at it objectively, innocent people are by far the most dangerous because they are the ones most susceptible to fanaticism and zealotry and wanting, because he talks about how, like, the lack of knowledge, the lack of being able to distinguish between excess and moderation, being able to know about themselves and be on guard against themselves. In times when you require prudency, when you require logic, reason, these traits are laws in the innocent. Those who blindly swallow the poison that is presented before them. It's only through ignorance can you be a fanatic, if you really think about it, right? Like, I'm not talking about fans, but I'm talking about like fanatics, like religious fanaticism and things of that nature. You really have to subconsciously place yourself in a hedge, and not subconsciously. You're basically doing double think, but you're choosing to be this, jealous or envious or whatever the fuck it is that gets you going into this road. But it really is the innocent people that are the ones that go out to war enthusiastically and commit atrocities because in their ignorance and in their innocence, they believe that they are doing the right thing, that they are dying for a just cause. It is the prudent people that continuously take advantage of these serious character flaws in people that some religions consider to be virtuous. To like, that is, the fact that Christianity does put ignorance as innocence and innocence as a virtue tells you a lot, really. Not questioning how things go and just taking everyone's word for it because they're superior to you, and actually believing that they somehow have contact with God and you don't. And, conveniently, they're talking to them. The God is talking to them, and now they have the power to do what they want. And we just have to take the word for it. Who are we to question God? And, and that's ignorance, really. The inability or the refusal to use doubt. Doubt is what got us here, right? Doubt is reason. It's not a bad thing at all. But it's a nice observation to talk about people who are innocent, because they are to be the ones that are going to continue, are going to be the embers, or are going to be the catalyst, or the bodies needed in order to continue to exercise the will of others, really. The fodder, we're the cannon fodder, as it were. And it's really a fundamental characteristic flaw, and it's a big problem with something like Christianity that allowed access to the truth for everybody. There was no more work involved. So even the seeking of reason and law and knowledge, which was the original routes and the original trial that you had to participate in willingly in order to access the truth. That's the whole thing with Plato, right? To use knowledge to get out of the cave and stop looking at the shadows and come out into the light. The enlightenment, come on now. But we don't really look at it that way anymore. People, focus on other things, and we don't really focus on our minds, and that's why we continue to allow ourselves to be coerced and screwed in every single way, and we continuously participate. All we do is whine and complain. But It's a great observation. That's why I love Nietzsche. And what more can I say? Wait, where am I? Oh, it really is that way. Just to like, you know, I just read some. Yeah, if you look at it, even innocent people are used cannon fodder, or the excuse or the causus belli for multiple atrocities as well, right? For freedom and justice and liberty and for the common person. I'm doing all these things because I'm looking out for the little guy and stuff like that. A very interesting video I saw of Noam Chomsky came out, like a reel on Instagram, talking about, and he was making a very astute observation about the very influential evangelical bloc. And ever since Jimmy Carter, every fucking president has to pretend to kiss ass, or has to kiss ass to this big evangelical bloc and pretend that they are good, law-abiding, God-fearing Christians, even though they might be quite depraved. But that never really stopped anybody from being religious, is it not? Like, especially something like Catholicism, which really does allow you to do whatever the fuck you want. You just pretend that it means something, because you just go to confession, and all you have to do is this bullshit penance in order to absolve your sins, and you could go right back out on the street again and do it all over. You know what I'm saying? It's all quite hilarious. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today. I love this book. I really, but I probably, I always keep talking about what books I'm going to read after. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll just figure out when I get there. Hope you all have a great day. Tomorrow is a fucking upper day. On my last leg day yesterday, I kind of fucked up. I don't know what happened with my Widowmaker set on my squats. Now, the session previous to that, I did 160 on the Swift squats, and for the full 20, I did write down to stay on that weight because I almost died getting there, which is the point. But yesterday, I only got to 13. I knew that if I went for more, my lower back was going to start being the main driver of executing this movement, and that's the last thing I fucking want. Obviously, if I want to put pressure on my lower back, I'll do an SLDL, or I'll do a fucking proper hip hinge. So we'll see. I'm gonna drop the weight, and I'm just learning as I go in relations to Widowmakers and how to progress and when to progress, because these are tough. I'm getting humble very quickly, but it's amazing, really. So we'll figure it out as I go along. I'm getting big as fuck. I'm getting strong. I love this DC training. It's right on my alley, so can't complain. And I'm not at the gym for so fucking long, so that means I don't have to wake up so fucking early all the time. So it's a win. And I get weekends off. It's a win for everybody. It's a win for me. I don't care about everybody else, but it's a win for me. But yeah, that's a little update on my fitness journey. I love y'all. Hope y'all make amazing games, as I've already fucking said. Get to some reading, and until next time, peace.